So, our team was called Spaghetti Crisis after our Spaghetti Tower crisis, and we did quite a lot of talking about the fact that business and exports is really built on relationships, and how difficult it is to kind of make those relationships, but also find the people that you need to kind of set those up in the first place. So we set ourselves the challenge: how might we find the right first local contact for UK businesses to break into an identified market? So the service that we came up with was a virtual export department. So it was to try and combat the fact that SMEs maybe don't have the same advantages as bigger companies with big exporting departments. So it was a way of being able to draw upon a service, to draw upon a team of people who have expert knowledge of a particular local area, so you could set them the task to kind of investigate that and find out. And I think it was taken into consideration that there's already a lot of services out there that are provided, and it's not necessarily about replacing those, it's just about giving yourself more time to be able to utilise them all. So rather than doing it yourself, someone else would be making all the links with the existing services that are there, a little bit like a virtual PA or virtual accountant or something like that. Also I think it was there so that it wouldn't just be the case that they would find the information and report it back. You could then set them the tasks to kind of follow things up. So follow up on kind of orders for prototype parts and things like that. I don't know what else is there to picture on that. I think there was legal advice to be included in it. I think it's really could be summed up in saying it's giving the same advantages to small businesses that bigger businesses would have, because they've got big teams and budgets. So that's I think. Cool.
Any questions or comments for the Spaghetti Crisis team?
How are you charging?
We're not.
Who's paying?
UKTI. We discussed that because there's large businesses and small businesses, and there should be a charging scale according perhaps to the turnover of the business that represents the investment from the business and the scale that we're trying to achieve. Because there are small businesses who want to export, but perhaps the financial side of it is incumbent, and perhaps you could even have a membership scheme to UKTI whereby you pay X amount a year and you get a certain amount of services for that, which will include perhaps market. So it needs to be paid for, but it has to be fair. I think about, in terms of the question as well a little bit earlier about which UKTI have to run it, I think it's definitely we had kind of discussions about it's certainly a kind of supported thing. So maybe if the data's open enough, other people could run it, but supported by UKTI. So I think doesn't necessarily.
It's covered as more of a detailed onus. Onus is a very broad brush situation here. It's information. It's a dead. It finishes. What this is to do is to push it further, so that you can drill down and make it more specific to what you want, so you can change the direction, but mainly so you can continue on for longer, for months, years, whatever you want to be, even permanently. So you can continue support there. It reduces your risk and your exposure in other countries. Makes it much more affordable, but it actually makes it more specific. A lot of having someone from the UK trying to ring Taiwan, wherever it might be, and trying to build up contacts there is pretty impossible. But if you've got somebody based in that country who's actually effectively working for you, like a virtual PA, I can do this work for you at a minimal cost, because the hours per day aren't that much. And that's sometimes more realistic and more effective than just a whole wad of information from onus reports, which is left for you to get on with it. It needs to be something extra to that to keep it following, keep it structured there, so that you can build up relationships. I found Loomis are great. They open the door and then leave you. It needs something more than that to carry on and get the business.
Cool. Thank you.